So you already know what time it is, man. It's your boy, Grown Man Business TV. You feel what I'm saying? Now listen, man. You can tap in or you can tap out, but you know my slogan. You know what I suggest, and I suggest you tap in. So let's get right into it. Now you already know time and energy are the highest forms of currency, my G's. I know they got you out here chasing the bag, chasing that money, and chasing that paper, stacking that cheese, that cheddar, and that mozzarella. But always keep it in the front of your mental Rolodex that time and energy are the highest forms of currency, my G's, at all times. Is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. Now, big salute to all my day one investors, man. Everybody that's highly invested in the channel, everybody that understands that we are growing this channel organically, constant elevation. Yeah, we on our way to the top, well over 60,000 subscribers, and we on our way to 70K. Even bigger salute to all the newcomers, all the new subscribers, and all the new investors. Everybody that's making their way to the Realest channel on YouTube. Yours truly, Grown Man Business TV, is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. Now, do me a favor, my G's. Wipe off your feet before you step into the big house. You understand me? Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. Make sure your notification bells are ringing loud and clear every time we go live. Every time you step foot right here in the Realest channel on YouTube. Yours truly, Grown Man Business TV, is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be, all right? Now, listen, man. I got a lot of people in the DM. Yo, Big GMB TV, what's your perspective on the situation with the assassination attempt on Donald Trump? Yo, Big GMB TV, what's your thought process on everything that's going down with that assassination attempt on Donald J. Trump? And I got to say, man, it is absolutely nasty work, my G's. It is nasty work that y'all ain't been going to the shooting range and your aim is just off. I mean, how many attempts do you need, right? And one thing for sure, two things for certain, the downloads have downloaded. I went live earlier. They tried to muffle the message. They tried to shadow ban the channel. And I'm going to try again to go ahead and get this download and get this message out. It is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. But you got to understand something, and I told y'all this before, right? Anytime the dog fur is active, anytime they are going extremely hard about something, that's a red flag. That's a red flag, and that's a download that didn't download until recently. Last time I went live, this download had not downloaded fully. So we're going to have this conversation. But this is the second assassination attempt on Donald Trump. I mean, y'all ain't getting close. Yeah. It is what it is. Y'all missing by a long shot. Yeah. You like that? You're missing by a long shot. But it's going to get deep. It's going to get wicked, and it's always deep in the rap. Salute to all the, big wrenches in here. You know what I mean? Breezy Santana, Mr. Universe, OG Kicks, I see you, my G. We going to get in and out with this one, but we going to be very strategic how we word this. All right? So you already know, right? Before I go any further, before I give you this pure dope straight off the brick into the bottles, we got to do some customizations to the chat. Yeah, the higher-ups and the elites are always playing chess at the highest level. The higher-ups and the elites are always trying to muffle the message and shadow ban the channel. The higher-ups and the elites understand that Grown Man Business TV is an absolute threat to the establishment. And not only am I a threat to the establishment, but the revolution will be televised right here in these YouTube streets. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. You can like it or love it, but guaranteed I'm going to make you love it. All right, salute. JP, I see you in here, my G. I'm trying to speak to this pretty fast. I don't want to waste a lot of time. I know once I start getting into these downloads and I start delivering this information, they watching. They paying attention. You know what I mean? They active. I can't act like I don't know this. So it is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. We're going to get right into the message after I customize the chat. But, it really got me thinking, man. This whole situation with Donald Trump, the White House dinner, the assassination attempt. You know what I mean? Homie definitely is he got that dog fur in him. I don't know what he mixed with. I seen a picture of him. We ain't claiming him. He ain't got nothing to do with us. But these people are very adamant about getting their hands on Donald Trump. And I kind of want to lean into that. I want to have that conversation. We're going to speak directly to that. All right, so you already see that right at the bottom of the chat. You see that right there at the bottom of the chat right here. Before you get in here with your Twitter fingers, using your Twitter fingers all in the comment section, doing the extra Twittering with your Twitter fingers, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and make sure your notification bells are ringing loud and clear. Every time you step foot in the Realest channel on YouTube, yours truly, Grown Man Business TV, is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. You're gonna like it or love it, and I'm gonna make you love it. All right, so we all see what happened with Donald Trump. You know, the shooter didn't make his way into the ballroom, but he tried his hardest. You understand what I'm saying? He was subdued and handcuffed, and now he's probably being questioned. So it wasn't like the assassination attempt out there in Pittsburgh or Pennsylvania. It wasn't the same, but it was still an attempt, right? And, you know, it got me to thinking. It really got me to thinking, like, you know, the dog fur. Caucasian people voted for Donald Trump. They voted for this presidency. They voted for this administration. And then it got me to thinking, and you got to rehash on exactly why they voted for Donald Trump. Latinos, Mexicans, right? Everybody, Caucasians, everybody voted for Donald Trump at record-breaking numbers because they believed that Donald Trump was going to make America great again. Make America great again, MAGA. You understand what I'm saying? And their perspective of America being great is them having whatever they want, them having access to the American dream, and my people having nothing. My people being robbed, being taken advantage of. They really believed that Donald Trump was going to go in office and apply pressure to make America great again, to make it so that they could have access to the American dream and we couldn't. And then you had the Latinos, you had the Dominicanos, you had the Mexicanos. I will vote for Donald Trump. You remember they was dancing and making these songs for Donald Trump because they believe that they are adjacent or close enough to white to where they would have access to the American dream. But my people, foundational black Americans, the copper-colored indigenous, we would still be left out. We would still be taken advantage of, but left outside so we wouldn't have access. So it really got me to thinking. Now that Donald Trump is in office, now that y'all are being deported, ICE is all over America violating you and your Latino family and your Mexican ancestors, deporting your ass. Now that Donald Trump is in office and white people don't have access to the American dream. Now that Donald Trump is in office and he is not making America great in the perspective that you thought it was going to be, now y'all want to assassinate Donald Trump. Now y'all want to put a bullet in Donald Trump. Now y'all want to violate Donald Trump. And again, right, the downloads need time to download. So I'm glad that they muffled the message on the last live stream because I needed to sit with this for a few minutes. I needed to let this marinate for a few minutes. I really needed to let the downloads download so I could pick my words very carefully. You know, this situation with Donald Trump and the president and all that, it is a very touchy situation. And if you get up on this YouTube and you get up on social media and you get to talking the wrong way, the men in black will come see you. The men in black will knock on your door. So I'm glad that they muffled the message. But as I had time to sit, as I had time to think, I'm saying to myself, anytime white people, anytime the dog fur is adamant about doing something, it's never to our benefit. It's never to help us. It's never to make things equal. It's never to really make things right. Anytime white people are concerned, it should be a red flag to us. And this is respectfully. But now that it's like, yo, every time y'all get an opportunity to send a bullet at Donald Trump, y'all doing it. But y'all had an opportunity to not vote him in office. But when y'all really believed that it was going to be a great America, make America great again. Y'all wanted America to be great again when it's never been great for my people. So y'all thought Donald Trump was going to get into office with this racist rhetoric, right? And push y'all's agenda and lock us out of the American dream. And now that it ain't going your way, now that y'all are in the same pot as us, y'all can't spend money at the grocery store. Y'all working 2 or 3 jobs. Y'all having problems paying y'all mortgage. Y'all asses is getting deported. Now all of a sudden y'all trying to send them to the upper room. Okay? So before we get into these receipts, I just wanted to make sure that y'all understand that I see y'all. I didn't vote for Donald Trump. Y'all already hear me talk my talk when it come to Donald Trump. But for some reason, white people, Mexican people, all these people turning their back on the very man that they voted for is alarming to me. It's a red flag to me. And it's nasty work. It's nasty work. Okay? And being as though I know the IQ of you people, I know y'all not war generals. I know y'all not built the way y'all portray yourselves to be built. Y'all not built like that. I really recognize that y'all have no plan. What do y'all think doing something to Donald Trump is going to do? If y'all eliminate Donald Trump tonight, what's next? What's your next move? Y'all gonna celebrate and then what? Y'all still ain't gonna do nothing. Y'all ain't gonna do nothing. If Donald Trump is eliminated, y'all ain't gonna do nothing. So now I'm asking myself, with all of the circus activity going on with Donald Trump, is it worth it to see? Nah, I don't think so. I think we need more. Yeah. I think we need more of Donald Trump exposing the white supremacy, exposing the hypocrisy, and making y'all, look exactly how y'all are. Y'all don't want Donald Trump in office, but y'all accept Joe Biden. Y'all don't want a man like Donald Trump who is exposing how goofy white supremacy really is. And I think we need more of it. Yeah, Donald Trump, I think we need more of this goofy ass activity. I'm thankful. I'm thankful that situation didn't go left. That Donald Trump is still in office. Yeah, because this is what you gotta understand, right? Y'all take Donald Trump out of office, TD Vance will be in office, and he'll be pushing the same agenda, and he's gonna be pushing it harder. If Donald Trump is assassinated, the vice president will get into office, he will take presidency, and he will push harder. So that again lets me know y'all ain't even got a goddamn plan. Y'all just so embarrassed. Y'all are so mad that Donald Trump is not making America great again. That's really what it boils down to. Stop acting like you care about what's going on over there in Pakistan or Afghanistan or Iran or any of these third world countries. We've been going over there bombing their ass, robbing their ass for years now. Y'all don't care about none of that. Y'all really upset that instead of him advancing white supremacy, he's exposing white supremacy. He's exposing. We all can see the goofiness in this shit, and y'all been as goofy as Donald Trump this whole time. I really had to sit with this. Because again, anytime white people are concerned or they want to help or they're trying to help you get freedom or bring you democracy, that mean they about to rob your ass. Yeah. Anytime white people get up in arms, they get their panties in a bunch, they skirt is on, anytime they got to pull that skirt up, you need to keep your eyes open. They felt the same way about Kennedy. When Kennedy was talking about giving back that land and spreading that money out, Yeah, they didn't miss. They didn't miss. Okay? They didn't need 3, 4, 5 attempts with Kennedy. They popped his goddamn top right then and there. It's something about watching this situation with Donald Trump over and over again that's making me realize something ain't right. Something ain't right. As much as Donald Trump, we talk against him, as much as he got going on with the, yeah, it's nasty work. But it's something ain't right. Let's get into a couple of receipts, man. Big salute to the chat. You know, I'm talking kind of fast because they not letting me, they not allowing me to deliver these messages. So I don't want to be up here lollygagging and wasting a lot of time. I really want to get it out so that it is what it is. And then when they start playing, I could go ahead and it could be what it's gonna be. Y'all thought he was gonna make America great again, and he's destroying it. He's playing directly into prophecy. It is the time of the Jubilee. It is not the 1950s. It is not Jim Crow. It'll never go back to that. That's what y'all want. Y'all want this shit to be Jim Crow again. Y'all want it to be a time where y'all could get loans. Y'all could redline black people. Y'all want it to be a time where y'all could live the American dream. Y'all could live the American dream on one job and raise a whole family. And we got to be stuck in the ghettos trying to put 2 nickels together. It'll never go back to that. It'll never go back to that. Y'all really voted this man in the office in trying to knock us out the picture. Y'all all voted Donald Trump in the office thinking he was going to eliminate us. And now y'all want to eliminate him. I just want you to know that I see you. I know what you up to. And if I know what you up to, 60,000 subscribers will know what you up to and counting. Let's get into this receipt. You know, Donald Trump used to have orange hair. Donald Trump done went full salt, no pepper. Yeah. Y'all done been shooting at this man so much, his whole goddamn hair done turned white. They can't even have a goddamn dinner in peace without y'all trying to get in. Yeah, we gonna talk about that dinner too. Donald Trump, yeah, Donald, we gotta talk. We gonna get right into it. But I needed to make sure y'all understood. America will never be great the way you remembered it. America will never be that ever again. Ever. Y'all won't have to worry about Donald Trump if it ever looked like it's going back that way. Y'all will have to worry about us. And I'm gonna be real honest with you. All that barking y'all been doing over the years, I don't believe y'all can even deal with us on American soil. I don't believe y'all want smoke with black people on American soil if y'all really press a line against us. If it ever looked like it's going back to Jim Crow, redlining, the American dream, you ain't gonna have to worry about Donald Trump. We'll start wiping shit out, guaranteed. Them YNs, yeah, they'll stop looking for black people and they'll be looking for you. Yeah. Them YNs that y'all scared of, them YNs that y'all talk about, it won't be no more black on black crime. Yeah. I guarantee you. It won't be a lick of black on black crime if y'all really play. So I don't know if I want Donald to lay. I don't know I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know if I'm ready to see him go to the upper room. Yeah. How many? He got 4 more years, 2 more years of this? Yeah, how about we let him do what he do for 2 more years? How about that? Go ahead and talk to the people. Don't talk. Look.
Credibly acted upon by Secret Service and law enforcement, and This was an event dedicated to freedom of speech that was supposed to bring together members of both parties with members of the press. And in a certain way it did, because the fact that they just unified, I saw a room that was just totally unified. It was in one way very beautiful, a very beautiful thing to see. A man charged a security checkpoint armed with multiple weapons, and he was taken down by some very brave members of Secret Service, and they acted very quickly and have just released, for purposes of transparency, clarity, I've ordered it to be put out. You probably have it by now. Put out.
I want to stop right there. Hit the like button when y'all come in here too, man. Yeah, tap the screen twice, man. Hit the likes and all that. Donald Trump, that dog fur is white as a cocker spaniel. Yeah, remind me of a freshly groomed cocker spaniel. Yeah, yeah, he's shooken up. Yeah, goddamn right. You done shot his ear off already. Y'all blowing at him. He can't even sit down and have lobster tails and king crabs in peace with extra butter and champagne. He can't even do that. And y'all running all up in the goddamn building. Whole dog fur. Look at the dog fur. Look how white that cocker spaniel fur right there. All that fur done turned cocker spaniel white. Yeah. Yes, Donald. They got your ass, boy. Shit. Donald, I don't remember your dog fur being that white. That motherfucker cocker spaniel white. That's what I call it. It remind me of a cocker spaniel. Yeah, a chihuahua, nigga. Yeah, you. They running your ass down through there, Donald Trump. I wanted to just make sure Donald Trump, they running your ass. You gonna be, boy, your ass had dementia by the time. Well, you got 2 more years, Donald. Donald, you gonna be able to stay down for 2 more years? The way they blowing at your ass? Yeah, I don't know, Donald. You might need to step down, Donald. They got your hair used to be orange like goddamn, boy. You had tangerine on top of your head. You remember when you was tan? You remember when you was orange, Donald? Your skin was orange. Your motherfucking fur was orange. Boy, they got you white than Casper the Ghost. Yeah, Donald, your ass. They got you white as Casper. Cocker spaniel white. I don't think you're gonna make 24 more months, Donald. Respectfully, I'm gonna let you talk. I'm gonna let you talk and everything, but you need to, you know what I'm saying? Get some goddamn bass in your voice. You sound scared, Donald. Yeah, them people is on your ass, Donald. You got it, boy. You got Iran. You got Russia. You got the Neanderthal Caucasus. Boy, you got the carcass of the Caucasus Mountains here in America. I'm talking Caucasian, Caucasus of the mountains. And they been shooting at your ass, boy, you ain't, my head, look, my beard would be white than a motherfucker if I was Donald. Yeah, I would have been Santa Claus by now. My whole goddamn beard would have been white as snow. The way they playing on your ass, Donald. Yeah, I would have made sure I'd have put that out there. Yeah, Donald, they got your boy, your motherfucker. It ain't a drop of orange or tangerine on top of that fur, Donald. Yeah, Donald, you got to get some better security, man. Donald, you got to get some better goddamn security. You want to last 2 more years. Let me plug in, Donald, because I think they might get you. We need the orange Donald Trump back. Oh, this Casper white Donald. Boy, your motherfucking hair whiter than the White House. Yeah, your fur done turned white as the White House. Call your ass White House Trump. Talk to the people, Trump. Look!
Out on Truth and put out on many of the platforms a tape showing the violence of this thug that attacked our Constitution and also showing how quickly Secret Service and law enforcement acted on our country's behalf. Really did a great job. One officer was shot, but saved by the fact that he was wearing obviously a very good bulletproof vest. He was shot from very close distance with a very powerful gun, and the vest did the job. I just spoke to the officer, and he's doing great. He's in great shape. He is has very high spirits, and we told him we love him and respect him, and he's a very proud guy. He's very proud of what he does, Secret Service agent. And we looked at all of the conditions that took place tonight, and I will say, it's not a particularly secure building, and I didn't want to say this, but this is why we have to have all of the attributes of what we're planning at the White House. It's actually a larger room, and it's much more secure. It's drone-proof, it's bulletproof glass. We need the ballroom. That's why Secret Service, that's why the military are demanding it. They've wanted the ballroom for 150 years for lots of different reasons, but today's a little bit different because today we need levels of security that probably nobody's ever seen before. But everyone owes a tremendous debt of gratitude to the courage of law enforcement, the law enforcement, and working with the D.C. police. And we just spoke with the mayor. And when we're finished, the police chief is going to take over and discuss it also from their viewpoint. But they also performed exactly as they were supposed to. And you see the attacker in different positions, but you also see the attacker totally subdued and under control. So as you know, this is not the first time in the past couple of years that our republic has been attacked by a would-be assassin who sought to kill. In Butler, Pennsylvania, less than 2 years ago, you all know that story. And in Palm Beach, Florida, a few months after that, we came close. We really had, again, we had some great work done by law enforcement. But in light of this evening's events, I ask that all Americans recommit with their hearts in resolving our difference peacefully. We have to resolve our differences. I will say.
So I want to stop you right there, Trump, and we gonna let it go how I need to go. But you want Americans to recommit, right? And again, assassination attempt in Pennsylvania, another one in Palm Beach, Florida, and now one in D.C. That's 3 times. That's why your hair white. That's why your new name is White House Trump, because you're whiter than Casper the Ghost. They on your bumper, Donald. The issue is that everybody can see what's going on. This is not when back in the day when y'all had the newspaper and the radio, when y'all had such control over the media that y'all could just change a narrative, that y'all could create a narrative. All right. Now I seen somebody in the chat that said, why a ballroom? Now for a while, I thought the same thing, like how peculiar, how weird, how bizarre is it that this man and these people, right, they are really adamant about adding a ballroom to the White House. A ballroom. For a long time, I thought the same thing. Like, man, a ballroom. Like, what the what y'all want to do? What y'all want to dance? We already know y'all motherfucker got 2 left feet. We already know y'all is not dancing on beat or on cue. So what you need a ball? Oh, here we are. The downloads are going to download, and then you connect the dots, and I connect the dots like none other. The answer to that is they need a ballroom where they can eat all this goddamn shrimp, crab legs, and lobster tail in peace. Yeah, listen to me. They want to eat human meat. They want to eat babies. They want to eat donuts. They want to eat pizza and ice cream and lobster tails and steaks, sirloin steaks, and they want to eat it in peace, man. They tired of having to goddamn deal with you people running down on them, busting shots on them, and disturbing. They was about to have a big ass dinner. Yeah. Yeah, what's today? Saturday? It ain't even Sunday. Well, it's Sunday now. They was about to have a big ass Saturday dinner. They was about to get drunk than a motherfucker, and they were about to party. Yeah. Right. Let me tell you something. Right about now, 1, 2 in the morning, they would have been on that Epstein shit out in that whatever they were doing in that ballroom. Yeah. Yeah, a whole bunch of security clearances. Your ass can't get over there. Extra baby oil, adrenochrome and all that. Yeah. What you think they was about to... You know what? I got the receipts. Yeah, big salute to the chat. They need and they want to do these things as much in the open as possible. And right now they can only really just, get a ballroom and, get the ballroom and get the food, get the babies, get the adrenochrome, get the ice cream, get the donuts, I'm talking goddamn 15 million on king crabs. Oh, they will, now mind you, while all of America is struggling to go to the grocery store, struggling to get gas, struggling to make ends meet, struggling. Dental, health care, everything is on a goddamn chopping block. These reptilians, these dog fur having Caucasoid Neanderthals was about to have a big ass party on our dollar. On a tax-paying, you know what, fuck it. Let me play this receipt. Big salute to the chat. I want y'all to pay attention. I want y'all to get, you know what? Get your calculators out. I'm going to give y'all 2 seconds. I want to have, get the likes up. I need 100 likes in here. Get the likes up and get your calculators out. All right? I want y'all to calculate this motherfucker. I want you to do the math. Yeah, the trigonometry. The geometry, goddamn algebra 1 and algebra 2. That's what we about to do. Okay? Yeah. Get your calculators out and go ahead and talk to the people. Look.
Headed up by Elon, and we appreciate it. We found hundreds of billions of dollars of fraud.
In September, the Pentagon broke every spending record in recorded history. The next month, 42 million Americans were told there was no money for food. Let's break down the numbers. Every September, the Defense Department faces a hard deadline. Under the use it or lose it rules, any unspent money has to be handed back to the Treasury. So the military rushes to spend whatever's left before the clock runs out. Every administration does this. But what happened last year was way beyond anything we've ever seen before. The Pentagon spent $93.4 billion last September, the most any federal agency has spent in a single month ever recorded. $50 billion of that was spent in the last 5 working days of the month. So what does $93 billion get you these days? These numbers come from the nonpartisan watchdog agency Open the Books, which tracks government spending. $2 million for Alaskan king crab, $15.1 million for ribeye steak, $6.9 million in lobster tail. Under Hexeth, the Pentagon has actually run up quite a serious lobster tab. More than $7 million in 4 separate months last year. Furniture, fruit baskets, musical instruments, ice cream machines, donuts, sushi prep tables. The list goes on. Now, this is the same administration that created an entire new department whose sole purpose was eliminating wasteful government spending.
$8 million for making mice transgender.
Fact checkers later found many of Trump's figures were misleading or missing key context. But the message about the war on government waste was clear. In October, the month after the spending spree, the government shut down, leaving 42 million Americans, 1 in 8, without food assistance through SNAP. And it may get worse. In July, Trump's big beautiful bill restructured SNAP with new work and eligibility requirements and shifted part of the cost to the states. The nonpartisan Congressional Budget Office estimates as many as 4 million people could lose their food assistance permanently as a result. The Pentagon's lobster bill alone could cover monthly SNAP benefits for about 20,000 families. And here's the kicker. Trump is now pushing for the Pentagon's budget to jump 66% next year to $1.5 trillion, which would be the largest increase since the Korean War. And the Pentagon just requested more than $200 billion in emergency funding.
Think of it. We've spent $8 trillion in the Middle East, and we're not fixing our roads in this country. How stupid is it?
Ooh. Now, this is what you got to understand, right? When Tupac said you got money for wars but can't feed the poor, Donald Trump wasn't in office. When Tupac told the world that they got money for wars but can't feed the poor, Donald Trump was not in office. So what you got to understand is it always been like this. They always been taxing us and then freely just wasting our tax-paying dollars and then looking us in the eyes and saying, we ain't got money for reparations, we ain't got money for food, we ain't got money for after-school programs, we ain't got money for the roads, we ain't got money for SNAP and food stamps, we ain't got money for nothing. We ain't got money for y'all to go to free college. We ain't got money for y'all to have free health care, dental care. We ain't got money for nothing. And we allowed them to do that. And see, the reason why I want to point that out is because a lot of white people like to make it as if Trump is the beginning of this. No, see, back when they used to do it, y'all was able to, y'all had access to the American dream. Back when they was robbing us, they wasn't robbing y'all, or they was giving y'all incentives so y'all could still go get loans, buy houses, create and start businesses. Back in those days, we was the only ones that felt it. Now y'all feel it. Now y'all can't go in the grocery store without spending $800. Now y'all feel it at the gas tanks. Now y'all starting to see what we've been going through all the way back in the day when Tupac said they got money for wars but can't feed the poor. Now all of a sudden it's a problem. Yeah, they've been doing this. So now you don't like that they spend $15 million on steaks, another $2 million on crab legs, $700,000 on donut holders and ice cream machines and shit like that. See, they want to come out. I want you to understand something. It's not enough to rob us, get rich, get wealthy, get fat. It's not enough to do that behind closed doors, behind the curtain. That's not enough. It's not enough to have an Epstein's Island and all these children and all these people come up missing. It's not enough to take all those bodies and recycle it through the fast food chains. It's not enough to do that behind closed doors. They want to do it in front of us. They want us to see. They want us to know. Everything's coming out. Everything, the Epstein files, lab-made meat, all these weird, just freely spending our tax dollars. They are doing it out in the open, and that's thanks to Donald Trump. You got to thank Donald Trump for doing that. Building the goddamn ballroom. It's people out here losing their houses, can't afford nothing. And you got a ballroom being built with diamonds and gold seats and gold forks and gold everything. You take Donald Trump out and you put Joe Biden in. And Joe Biden will make you believe that they ain't been doing that. Joe Biden will make you believe that none of this is happening. Joe Biden will hide it. Oh, you still getting robbed though. Don't ever get it confused. Every year, they have to spend that money or lose that money. Every year, it's hundreds of billions of dollars that they got to figure out how to spend, or they got to give it back to the IRS. They're not allowed to funnel that through the people's hands. They're not allowed to recycle that through the economy. They're not allowed to stimulate the economy. Because guess what? You take that 100 billion and you stimulate the economy. Now people ain't stressed out no more. Now people they're not living in survival mode. Now people is feeling comfortable. People is happy, and they don't want us to be happy. They can't manipulate us. They can't rob us. They can't steal from us. They can't turn us against each other if we are happy, if we are comfortable, and if we are full. But if your ribs is touching, if you can't figure out how you gonna get gas or get groceries, when you working 3 or 4 or 5 fucking jobs, when you could barely see your family, oh, it's real easy to manipulate now. It's real easy to guide the sheep when they hungry. This is some biblical shit that's happening right before our eyes, man. Gluttony. You ever heard of that word, gluttony? This is why they always play with the channel. I'm going to get it in until I can't, and then it's going to be what it's going to be. Gluttony. These motherfuckers is so fat. They done got so full. They done got so overweight with our tax-paying dollars. And they still stuffing their face. They still stuffing their face. Everybody worried about a bullet that might have touched Trump. Everybody, they all on the news. Oh, Donald Trump, But nobody's asking, like, so y'all was about to have a big ass dinner with millions of dollars of lobster tails, and you think none of those, you think they spent $15 million on king crab last goddamn November and September and all. You think they ain't got, where you think all that crab and shit is at? Yeah, they spreading it out. They was about to have a good old time tonight. Yeah, a whole bunch of drinking, whole bunch of Epstein Island activity, whole bunch of adrenochrome, whole bunch of crab legs and shrimp and goddamn lobster tail tonight. I'm gonna go a little bit deeper with this, but I want to show y'all just about who we dealing with, the type of people we dealing with. Let's let this man right here speak, and then I just want to show y'all. I want to give y'all an example of what I'm talking about. Fly Gemini, I see you in here. Breezy Santana, what it do, my G? Big wrenches. Go ahead and talk to the people, my G. Look.
American law enforcement, because you, Mr. President, inspire them 24/7, 365. You give them the resources that they need, and they know that you have their back. And that is a changing dynamic in this country, and that's why you saw brave Secret Service agents respond immediately, swiftly, subdue and take down the suspect, and safeguard the lives of thousands of individuals at that hotel. Thanks to our interagency partnership with the Department of Homeland Security and the Metropolitan Police Department, the FBI was rapidly deployed onto the scene, took over the evidence response unit, is examining all the ballistics that were found on scene, to include the long gun and the shell casings. We are conducting witness interviews as we speak. You will hear from our team on the scene there with the mayor and the head of the FBI field division there. But please note what the Attorney General has just said reigns no truer. You saw the very best of America tonight. The very best unite us at a time of uncertainty, because we have leadership here with the president, the vice president, that backs law enforcement, and the men and women that I shook their hands on the scene today could not have been prouder to show up on scene. And as the Attorney General said, make no mistake, we are conducting witness interviews. If you have any information whatsoever related to this event, 1-800-CALL-FBI, 1-800-CALL-FBI. No piece of information is too small. No piece of information is inadequate. We will evaluate it all. We will also be conducting interviews of those that were there. And if any of those individuals have information, please come forward to law enforcement or the FBI or the Metropolitan Police Department. We will be examining this individual's background thoroughly. That process has already started. And we are going to ensure that he was either a lone wolf actor or anyone else that was responsible. We will analyze all evidence immediately to make sure that we safeguard this country. Mr. President, Mr. Vice President, thank you for your leadership. Attorney General and Homeland Secretary Marlin, thank you for your partnership in law enforcement.
No, that right there, that's the head of the FBI, Cash Patel. All right, now you see how he got up there with his bow tie and he was a part of the dinner. He was about to get it. Yeah, he was about to eat those shrimps and them lobster tails. And yeah, he had a king crab on his table already, right? Talking real fast. You know the way he talked. Don't his demeanor remind you of them coke heads that used to be in front of the corner store talking real fast? Yes, if you think you can give me $2, then I would take $2, and them $2 I would apply to this motherfucking weed, and I'm gonna go ahead and go get me a 40, and when I get the 40, I'm gonna jump out with the 40, and then I'm gonna take another $2 if you can give me that, and I'm gonna go around the corner to see Jobo, and I'm gonna buy some blow, and I'm gonna snort this coke, and yeah, he talked just like one of those blizzard heads. Yeah, we call them blizzard heads where I'm from. Snort a whole blizzard. Yeah, the snowman. Yeah, motherfucker snort a whole blizzard away. Huh? Now I want to show you. You know what? Fuck it. I'm not going to waste no more time. They don't like when I do this. Cash Patel. I want you to, now you seen Cash Patel. Now I want you to see Cash Patel on the other side. I want you to see Cash Patel after he done took a snort of that raw straight off the brick into the bottles. Oh yeah, Cash Patel. He like it straight off the brick into the bottles. Go ahead and talk to, show him what I'm talking about, Cash. Look. Hey, that nigga crazy. Hey, bro, that shit got me sweating, blood bullshit. Hit that shit, Cash. Hit that shit there now, Cash. Yeah, Cash. Hit that mall. Yeah. Oh, shit, boy. I'm weak as hell, bro. Oh, fuck. Hit that whole Cash. Toot that motherfucker up now, there, Cash. Toot that motherfucker up. Hey, my man, something up, man. Hey, my bad, son. I was fucking, yo. That shit got me sweating, but that nigga Cash. Yeah, Cash. No, that's listen to me. And that's not AI. No, no, Cash. See? See what I'm saying? No, that's real. That's a real video that got leaked out his phone right there. The head of the goddamn FBI tweaking around like motherfucking Yeah, like Tinkerbell. This motherfucker, he hit that Yola and turned the Tinkerbell. That motherfucker was. We gonna watch it again, K. I got to watch it again, K. I'm sorry, K. I was like, K, brother, you swinging that motherfucker. Yeah, you're popping that motherfucker. You booted and tooted, ain't you? Yeah. Your motherfucking ass was tooted and booted, won't you? Yeah, motherfucker. That's some good dope right there, boy. Be the motherfucking dope straight on the brick. That motherfucker ain't got no cut on it. Ain't no cut on the dope. Sometimes when you hit that dope and it's good like that, yeah, it get the swirling. You get the twisting around and popping pussy. And yeah. These the people that's in office. These the people that's spending our tax-paying dollars. These the people that's ruling over us. Cash Patel, a goddamn fairy. He's a fairy, huh? Yeah, he's a fairy. He's a goddamn Tinkerbell. Fuck, how you want to see it? Show him that little move one more time, Cash. Look. Show him one more time, Cash. Right there, see? He wants you to put the dope in his hand. See right there? He wants you to put that Yola, put that motherfucking cocaine right here to his hand. Yes, Cash. I know what you was doing. Look how he put his motherfucking hand out. He put that motherfucking Yola. Go ahead, Cash. That nigga Cash started floating. That motherfucker, yo. I digress. I digress. Now listen, this is the same guy we was just watching. This is the same man right here. This is him. Look, that's him.
As we speak, you will hear from our team on the scene there with the mayor and the head of the FBI field division there. But please note what the Attorney General has just said reigns no truer. You saw the very best of America tonight. The very best unite us at a time of uncertainty, because we have leadership here with the president, the vice president, that backs law enforcement, and the men and women that I shook their hands on the scene today could not have been prouder to show up on scene. And as the Attorney General said, make no mistake, we are conducting witness interviews. If you have any information whatsoever related to this event, 1-800-CALL-FBI.
We need the information where you got that Yola from. All right, because whatever Yola you was smoking had your ass twirling like a fairy. All right. Now, I had to have some fun with it, right? I did. But my point is, these is the people they got in charge. These is the people that want to make us believe, right, that they are stand-up, manly, patriotic Americans. Okay? At the end of all of this, Donald Trump had an assassination attempt on his life. They failed. Again, this is 3 times y'all. Right? And I just needed to really give a balance to this. You know, y'all want him out of office so bad. What's gonna fix it? What's the solution? You get Donald Trump out of office, and then what? Y'all don't know. Y'all have no plan. Y'all want Donald Trump out of office because y'all want to try to vote for somebody else that'll make America great again. that might try to bring back Jim Crow, that can bring back the America that you remember when you had access to the American dream and we were locked out of the American dream. That's really what y'all want. And I needed to speak to this because I want y'all to know that I know. Y'all don't rock with us. Y'all ain't trying to make it right with us. Y'all trying to make it right for y'all. And what you got to understand is that day is long gone. That America, that matrix died when COVID hit. It never came back. COVID hit and it never been the same. And no matter how much y'all fight for it, y'all think about it, y'all reminisce about it, it will never, ever be that way. It'll never go back. There's no way but forward. You can't go back. You can only go forward. And what's in front of you is a transfer of wealth. That's where I'm not going to get too deep with it biblically, right? Because I'm still doing my due diligence. But you got to understand that there is no going back. These people understand that. The higher ups and the elites, they play by a rule book that they tell y'all is conspiracy. They tell y'all this conspiracy when you start getting close, when you start waking up, when you start seeing through the smoke and mirrors. They'll tell y'all that's a conspiracy. But behind closed doors, they play by those rules. They understand that a transfer in wealth is coming. They know that there is no turning back. The only thing they can do is go full-fledged into what they've been doing. And not only what they've been doing behind closed doors, but they want to do it out in the open. That kind of to help you make sense to all those fucking crab legs they've been buying. They ain't shared none of them crabs with the people. $15 million worth of steak, and you ain't gave some of that shit to the. Hey man, we just spent about 15 million on steak. We can't eat all this shit. We need 2 million families to come, and we gonna hit y'all off with a whole bunch of steaks. Everybody get some steaks until it's gone. Man, we spent 4 million on crab legs, man. Look, we can't eat all this shit, people. Listen. If you want some crab legs, come to DC. If you come to DC, we'll hit you with a box or two, big ass box of crab legs. Take it back to your house. They understand that they need to perform gluttony. They need to eat. It don't matter how fat they are. They need to stuff their face as much as possible because it's going to come to an end. It's coming to an end. And again, I'm not fully, you know, I got to do more due diligence on the whole Jubilee situation. But when I took it in, right, it made so much sense to me. 2019 is when the Jubilee, when that shit started. The COVID situation was the beginning. It was the beginning year, the last year of the 50-year wait. 2019 is when the Jubilee, when that shit began, and now we are going through the process. And if you remember, they always talked about 2030 to 2031. All the people, the dog fur people, don't have that much time left. They have until about 2031 and everything. So y'all got to 2031 to stuff your face. You got till 2031 to hoard the wealth. But in that great and beautiful, in that book full of truth, what it tells you is the evil, they're literally storing the wealth. They think that they got away with it. They think that they stole it. They think that they earned it. They think that they tricked us out of position. And all they're doing is storing the wealth. The shit was so deep. And, you know, I'm going to tell you something. You know, my brain work a little different. It got to be real for it to penetrate for me. A lot of the shit I see on in social media and all over these platforms, I'm able to look at it and I'm able, it bounces off me like Teflon. It don't stick with me. I could stroll for hours. This shit'll come, go, come, go, come, go, come, go. But when it's real, right, it penetrates. The seed is planted. And that thing that I watched, that content I watched on the Jubilee was so powerful. That's why I don't even want to disrespect it trying to deliver it to y'all. But you could do your due diligence on the time of the Jubilee, what it means. And in that book of truth, it says the enemy is simply storing the wealth. So they're doing all this shit. I'm talking, they having ballroom dances. And to us, it's like, man, like, so y'all gonna eat all those crab legs in front of us like that? Knowing goddamn well we love king snow crabs. y'all just gonna eat all those steaks. We done told your ass the money getting tight out here. We done told your ass we trying to figure out where the money. Y'all done put all these suits and bow ties on, and y'all just gonna eat these motherfucking steaks up right in front. God damn. Homeless people out there in Washington, D.C. And y'all just gonna eat all these goddamn lobster tails, and you got snow cone, you got ice cream machines, oh shit, you got donuts, and you spent $400,000 on donut holders. You need a holder for the donuts. You're drinking champagne and popping bottles and getting drunk. You bitches having a good time while we suffer. Because they know it's going to be short-lived. They know that. You just don't know that. Because you ain't up on game. You don't do your due diligence in that book, in that Bible. You don't look to it. You ain't soul searching. So it's easy for them to fool you. It's easy for them to trick you. It's easy for them to make you think something that it's not. It's easy for them to create the narrative. But if you know that every stone will be overturned, those doomsday bunkers don't seem so cool, do it? Those doomsday bunkers don't seem like the move, do it? If you know that the meek will inherit the earth, if you know that the first will become last and the last will become first, if you know that, then that shit don't hit the same. The first will become last and the last will become first. Well, it's feeling like we the last. It's feeling like, and it's looking like they the first. Look at the motherfuckers having a big ass ballroom party. They in that motherfucker partying, dancing, all off beat. They clapping off beat, drinking champagne, shedding dog fur all over the goddamn plate. You got dog fur all over my tuxedo, bitch. While we out here trying to figure out how to make ends meet. It looked like they the first and we the last. I'm going to tell y'all this, right? I ain't big on telling y'all to hoard, right? But just, if you're going to buy little foods and little rations and little bottles of water and all that, that's cool. That's cool. But more than anything, do your best to just get into that word. However it works for you. You ain't got to read the Bible. A lot of the word that I come across be right here on the internet. Somebody else reading the Bible. Somebody else saying, go to Proverbs such and such and say this. Yo, go to Jeremiah such and such and say this. Yo, go to Job, da-da-da, it say this. And then what I do is I'll grab mines and I'll highlight. And I'll booknote these different. But in due time, what you got to understand is that's going to be your only protection. And it's going to happen fast. We already in 2026. I'm telling you, between 2030 and 2031, it's going to go down. It's going to go down. And it ain't going to be a bunker that could save you. It ain't going to be nothing that could save you. If you don't know that the mark of the beast is coming, when they present you with the mark of the beast, you going to accept it. You know that's coming, right? With all this AI shit, you know that's what's next, right? You know that. The same way they got y'all to take that jab, that was a test. Let's see if we could scare them into taking that jab. Let's see. We're going to tell them they're not going to be able to work. They're not going to be able to travel. They're not going to be able to get on planes. They're not going to be able to do nothing in society if they don't have that jab. And the majority of y'all went and let them put that fucking dope in you. Y'all let them do it. Come to find out, you need 5 different shots of dope. They got this shot, that shot. They told you after 3 shots, they told you this shit don't even work. They told you. Y'all don't remember they got on the news? You don't remember when they got on the news and told y'all, man, this shit don't even really work for real. We got another 2 shots for you if you're willing to take it. But this shit don't even work. You got to keep taking the shots over and over. We got more. You gonna do it? Yeah. I remember when they told me I'm sitting with my old lady. And they got right on the news and told me and my old lady on CNN, this shit don't really work. I never took the shot. Yeah, I'm a goddamn hood nigga. Yeah, I'm from the ghetto, nigga. I get to figuring out how to bootleg shit. Yeah. Oh, take the shot. They're gonna give you a COVID card, a vaccine card. Show your card. You'll be able to. You think I ain't get one? You think I? Yeah, I got one. Yeah, I made some phone call. Hey, can you get me one of those? Huh? How much you need? 400. I'm going to send the 400 right to you. Can you get that to me as soon as possible? Thank you so much. Yeah, I didn't take no motherfucking shot. You ain't going. No. You ain't gonna kill me, baby. I won't let you. No. You got to come better than that. Yeah, I know. I read the Bible. I knew y'all would. Yeah, motherfucker talk about take a shot and you gotta go to work. That sound like the mark of the beast to me. I'm not taking it. Yeah, no. Yeah. I told my old lady that sounds like the mark of the beast. I'm not sure if it is or not, but I'm gonna take my chances. I'm not. Yeah, I don't want it. I'm not taking no flu shot, bitch. Give me. Yeah, I can't. I'm not gonna do it. I don't want the flu shot. I'm not taking the motherfucker. But if you don't know what you dealing with, you wouldn't let them people shoot you with that motherfucking jab. That was a test. A lot of people passed away due to that. Pre-existing conditions and all of that. The jab made it go and turned it up, and a lot of people lost their life. But this next venture is going to be the actual situation. It's not going to be a test. It's going to be the mark of the beast. The jab wasn't the mark of the beast. That was just population control. I'm talking too much. I'm surprised they let me say all this. I'm surprised we ain't started buffering yet. Yeah, I'm surprised they ain't fucking. Yeah, fuck it. I'm surprised we ain't started buffering yet. That was population control. This next move, the mark of the beast. You know, I ain't mad at Trump, man. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? I think Trump is necessary. I always could see y'all clearly. I always knew what y'all had going on. That's why I don't sleep with white women. Yes. I always knew that shit was dog fur. I always knew y'all had something that was cavemanish, that was animalistic. I always smelt it on y'all. That's why I don't lay down with white women. I wouldn't give a damn how much money I made. You keep your white girl. I don't want it. But the majority of us couldn't really figure it out. The majority of us still believed that somehow, some way, there was some type of thing that was going to happen. Like There was some type of revolution, some type of connection, some type of thing. And with Donald Trump in office, the majority of them can see your ass clearly now too. Yeah. As long as Trump is in office, a lot of my people woke up. A lot of my people can see like, oh, y'all thought, oh shit, the Mexicans voted for Trump. The Latinos made songs for Trump. They voted for Trump. White people went in there and voted for Trump, well over 60%. So y'all was rocking with Trump when y'all thought he was a racist. When y'all thought he was gonna elevate y'all, liberate y'all. When y'all thought he was gonna enslave us, y'all went and y'all voted for him. Now all of a sudden y'all want him up out of here. Y'all trying to send him to the upper room. And I'm gonna say something. Get some more security, Trump. You got 2 more goddamn years. Burn this motherfucker down, Trump. Steal the money. Buy some more crab legs and shrimps. Yeah, fuck it. There ain't no saving it. Go ahead and do your thing, Trump. But at least we can see you clearly. At least we know what we dealing with. Think about it. Think about how crazy. Nobody wanted to shoot Joe Biden, and he gave the Ukraine $800 billion. Listen to me. Do y'all remember when Joe Biden gave the Ukrainian president 400 and some billion? He came back, sat down in the White House, got another goddamn 500 billion. Nobody wanted to shoot. Nobody wanted to send shots at Joe Biden. Hey, yo, Joe Biden gave damn near $1 trillion of taxpaying money faster than Donald Trump could do any of this. Yeah, Donald Trump he went to war, spent some money on that. And then he gave Argentina like 40 billion. You know, he gave him a light little 40 stack. Right now he spent another $100 billion on crab legs and you know, lobsters and shrimp and donuts, ice cream machine. You know, he spent some money. He spent some motherfucking money. But Joe Biden was giving that shit away way fast. I'm talking, motherfucker, we in a whole recession. Joe just getting motherfucker 500 billion. We ain't seen a Ukrainian government. Hey, look, we ain't seen a Ukrainian president yet. We don't know what he did with that money. We ain't seen the goddamn hospital. We ain't seen the shopping mall. We ain't seen no real estate. We ain't seen no apartment complexes. We ain't seen no hospitals. We ain't seen no medical centers. We don't know what he did. That motherfucker over there, man, shit, he having orgies. He got 4 or 5 Ukrainian bitches popping pussy. He throwing money. Kamala Harris and Joe Biden gave him all that money. We ain't seen nothing. We don't even know if they still at war? Is Ukraine and Russia still at war? We don't know. But y'all want to shoot Trump down. Y'all was cool with Biden and Kamala Dick Harris. But y'all want to shoot down. Yeah, I don't know white people. I don't trust you. Yeah. Anytime y'all get to doing something, I go against it. I don't trust your motherfucking ass. Leave Trump alone, man. Fuck it. I'm going to say it then, man. Get out the way, man. Next time you goddamn jump, we need to do something to your ass. Leave Trump alone. Yeah, let him do what he's doing. Because I don't trust your intentions. That's the problem with the dog fur. I don't trust your intentions. You try to make me believe Trump is oh, Donald Trump, look what he's doing to the... Shut your... Hey. Don't make me raise my hand to you, because I will raise my... You know I will. You know I will. Raise my motherfucking hand to you. Try to make Canada 50. They doing something, man. These motherfuckers crackers. Hey, you know, these motherfuckers trying to have a ballroom party. You feel me? Hey, they got all these motherfuckers. They got these white women lined up. Everybody dressed up. These bitches, they white. They ain't got no panties on. They on the damn floor. They ain't got no panties on. They about to pop some adrenochrome and get cracking. All of a sudden, y'all coming there and ruin the goddamn night. Boy, they was dressed up. Them white people was the motherfucking cracker was dressed up, won't they? They were about to cut a rug in that motherfucker tonight. Shit. I could only imagine we throw a goddamn party with $15 million worth of steak, $2 million worth of crab legs, $2 million worth of goddamn lobster tail, whole bunch of alcohol. Shit. We gonna party for 2-3 days. Yeah, me and y'all, you know we gonna party. Ain't no reason to go home, bitch. We got more. Bring some more crab legs out this motherfucker. Hey, go get that other goddamn tray of the other tray of lobster tails in the back. Let me bring out 4 more tray. What you need? You need. Let me get 4 more barrels of king crab legs to bring up out here. Extra goddamn butter sauce and lemon juice. We want lemon juice. Bitch, we gonna party, bitch. Yeah. Pop the motherfucking bottles. You got the Moet? All right, yeah. Let me get some of that DeLeon and a couple of bottles of Ace of Spade. We gonna get some Moet. You got her, yeah. You want what you want, Bel Air? We got some Bel Air back there. All on the tax paying dollars. We gonna party shit. So I know what they were about to do. Shit. Motherfucker, let me show you. So I think, do I got a receipt? That motherfucker all hags. That motherfucker did a press conference with suits on. Look at this shit. Look. These motherfucker was about to party. Look at the motherfucker right here. He mad in the motherfucker, man. He mad as hell, man. Look at Trump. Trump mad in the motherfucker, man. These motherfucker was dressed. Look at my man. He's trying to keep the coke down. He trying to make sure he don't. He trying to make sure he ain't got nothing on his nose right here. He gassed up. He been snorting all night. Up. I'm talking coke on the motherfucker. Yeah. Unlimited. Nigga, they got that Yola in DC. You can go get the Yola. I guarantee the federales went into the evidence room and he took about 2 bricks out the night, bitch. We partying with Trump. Go on down there. Hey, send Johnson on down there to the evidence room and grab three whole bricks of that motherfucking Yola we confiscated the other night. You remember? Yeah. The one we did down there in the southeast. We was southeast and them young boys had about 15 bricks. That was some good Yola. Go get 3 bricks. A brick for everybody tonight. Oh, you feeling good tonight, Cash? Yeah, we feeling good, baby. We going to party with Trump. Everybody gonna be at this motherfucker. It's gonna be turned. It's gonna be good. Everybody suits. We getting tailors today. Oh yeah, we gonna meet at the teller. Everybody get tailored out. We can make sure we get your suit right. It's a bow tie. So it's a black tie affair. A bow tie. So make sure you. Oh shit! Look at that. My whole goddamn. Look at that. Ain't that a motherfucker? That man. That's some bullshit. Black tie affair. Yeah. Yeah, my whole goddamn laptop done died on me. Ain't that some bullshit? I don't know how that happened, man. They don't want me showing the people. They don't want me to show they people twirling and swirling and yeah, they got Cash Patel. Man, fuck on, hold on real quick. Bitch, look to the chat. Oh, Cash, you ain't gonna get out of it that fast. No, we want to see your ass twirl a couple more times now there, Cash could tell. Yeah, I was about to put your ass back on the camera, and so they could see your ass doing the ballerina dance, so your ass could be dancing like a ballerina, nigga. Yeah, you think I'm not gonna close this live out without us getting to watch your ass spin around like a ballerina just a couple more times, Mr. Cash Patel? Yeah, no, nigga, no.
Hell no, nigga, I got your head. Don't you worry about it. Yeah, I know I could cut the camera off. I didn't know I could cut the camera off. I learned that the other day. I cut the camera off when, yeah, I ain't even got to worry about it, cat. I got you. I got you. Yeah, go on down to the evidence. Go on down to the evidence room and grab a brick and a half of that good Yola. We compensated down there. Yeah, we took it up off them boys in Southeast. That was some good Yola straight off the brick into the bottles, and we all getting high tonight. Yeah, we getting high tonight, nigga. That's what they was doing. You know? While we got to go to work, while we got to get up and everybody got to go to work on Monday morning and, you know, everybody got to go to work and, you know, we really can't afford to be out 2-3 days in a row doing Yola and smoking dope and drinking goddamn champagne and, yeah, getting that dope straight off the brick into the bottle. We can't relive. We got to go to work. We got to pay taxes. We got to make sure we pay our tax paying dollars so you motherfuckers could dance and spend millions of dollars on crab legs and roast your polio and yeah. So I want to say this to the dog fur. If y'all gonna do something, make sure y'all doing it for the right reasons. Make sure when y'all do it, it's for the right reasons. If y'all gonna blow something down, then it need to be done for the right. But see, y'all got a problem. Y'all got a complex. Y'all got a complex where y'all like to get people to play into y'all narrative. Y'all like to y'all real manipulative. Y'all like to make it like y'all doing it for the people, but really doing it for yourself. But I'm trying to tell you something. This ain't the old Matrix that y'all remember. This ain't that. And as soon as y'all think it is, we gonna turn on y'all. And I'm very convinced at this point in time, y'all ain't what y'all say y'all are. All that land and all those guns that y'all show, that shit for show. Cause if y'all was really ready for that war, if y'all was really built like that, y'all would have reacted off them Epstein files. Y'all would have been running up in it. They wouldn't have, man, So if you gonna make a move, make your next move your best move. Please make your next move your best move. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I can't make this shit up. I ain't bullshitting with you. I can't bullshit with you. I'm telling you the truth, man. I'm trying to give you some game, man. See what we got here. There it is. See what we got here. Do we got something going? Let me see if we got this right. My whole computer died. Big salute to the chat, man. Run them likes up, man. Well over 200 likes. Need that ASAP. Need 200 likes ASAP. Tap the screen twice. Run up the likes. And let's get to it, man. Yeah, Cash, I got you. There you, boy. You spun that, boy. He spun around like a fairy, boy. I didn't know you had, boy. Shit, that Yola make your body loose. Yeah, that good dope off the, that good dope make your motherfucking spine loose. Shit, that motherfucker spine was so loose he got the popping pussy. Yeah, Cash Patel with motherfucker. We gonna watch it, Cash. Don't worry. You ain't the calm down. We gonna get your ass put your ass right on the spotlight, Cash. The head FBI director. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Oh, we back. You like how I did that? Big salute to the chat. I never used that feature right there before. Yeah, I done already had that feature, but for some reason I never used it. And the other day it came to me to use that feature. Yeah, if I gotta make a move, I could just cut the camera off and handle business. Let's see what we got in here. Big salute to the chat. Red, what it do? Trying to see what people crying on the internet. So, yo, let me tell you something, man. I'm gonna say something to this, right? again, when I got off the live stream earlier, and I went ahead and I watched the press conference and everything, and I was just watching Trump. You know what I mean? Something, I don't know. I was just watching his movements and his mannerisms, and I said to myself, boy, if they get Trump like they got Kennedy, these people they going cry like babies, man. It'll be utter chaos on America. It'll be chaos. If they would have touched Trump up tonight, I don't think nobody would have had to go to work for about 2 weeks, man. At least a week, man. If they would have touched Trump ass up, boy, I think hopefully, I just think Trump need to, because you gotta ask yourself this question: is Trump worse than George Bush Jr.? Junior, right? George Bush, I think he was a junior. But is Donald Trump worse than George Bush to you? Who's worse, Donald Trump or George Bush? Put a 1 in the chat for George Bush. Put a 2 in the chat for Donald Trump. I'm curious to see. Who's worse? Put a 1 in the chat. Okay, matter of fact, don't even put a 1 in the chat. Put Trump or Bush. Put the name. And we'll do it like that. Cause I be done forgot which one I told. Hey, look, I be done forgot which one was which. Put Trump or Bush in the chat. Let me see where y'all stand with that. Yeah, I be done forgot which one I told you. I don't know if it's shit. I get it confused. Look, I see a lot of Bushes in the chat. A lot of Bushes. See what I'm saying? And I thought about that when I was looking at Trump. And that's why I'm saying too, like, I don't think we need to be wishing that type of energy on Trump. These people want to kill Donald. They want to smoke Trump boots. And what I'm saying is, y'all ain't smoke Bush. Because to me, Bush is way worse. George Bush ass was sitting in an elementary school with some babies while the Twin Towers was falling. If that ain't diabolical, man, now that we know about the Epstein files and we know how the government play when it comes to those babies, when you think about that when he was sitting in that school with those babies, when the Twin Towers fell, Hurricane Katrina, the levees, I heard crazy stories about how the dog fur was out there shooting black people during Hurricane Katrina. How racist dog fur having people was riding around on boats shooting black people with rifles. I heard stories about how alligators was just so again, right? When you think about it like that, and then you ask yourself, well, why is white people so mad that they want to delete? We got to get Donald Trump out of office. He needs to be impeached. Get Donald Trump out of office. Karen, if you don't calm your ass down, Karen, what is the problem? Yeah, what? I get it. You know what I'm saying? I feel you. Donald Trump is a wild man. Donald Trump. But you wanna get him out of office. You wanna. Now I don't know, Karen. We got to reevaluate this. We need to look into this, shorty. What the hell you trying to do? Why you trying to do all that? Why y'all ain't do that with Bill? Motherfucker knocked the Twin Towers down with people in it. Thousands of motherfuckers, 2,500, 3,000 people in the goddamn towers at work. Demolition. George Bush literally put dynamite and demolition that motherfucker. That shit fell straight down, like straight demolition. Then the airplane flew into the Pentagon exactly where all the goddamn receipts where the money was at. Did y'all know that? Did y'all know that that airplane that flew into the Pentagon hit the side of the Pentagon, the exact room where all the money receipts was at? Did y'all know that the very next day they did a live interview and broadcast where they said trillions of dollars was missing after the Pentagon got trillions of goddamn dollar bills was gone. They don't know where it went. Y'all didn't know that? The motherfucker got on the news and said trillions of dollars are missing out of the Pentagon. We don't know where it's the same place where the goddamn moon landing information technology went. That's where them trillions of dollars went at. The motherfucker got erased from memory. We never found him again. Did y'all know a third building drop that they never talked about out there in New York City that got caught on camera? Did y'all know that? While everybody was looking at the goddamn Twin Towers fall, it was another building down the street. The whole building just fell down, demolition. Did y'all know that? If you ask me, Donald Trump has nothing on George Bush. That motherfucker, yo, George Bush, how we forget about George Bush? You know he's still alive, right? George Bush is still alive, bro. That nigga made billions of dollars, bro. Billions of dollars off this shit. That motherfucker, we ain't heard of George Bush ass. Shit. We ain't seen this motherfucker. He got 2,000 acres in Texas. His ass somewhere in Texas with 4,500 acres of land some goddamn where. So anytime, man, like, you know, them people get to acting like they just so hype, so overly, you know, adamant about doing something, I fall back. I gotta fall back. When white people start acting like overly excited about something, I can't just go along with the flow. I gotta start asking questions and shit. I get to looking around like, we gotta get Donald Trump out of office. We signed a petition for Donald Trump to be out of office. Okay. All right. You really want him out of office? Okay. Okay. It is what it is, man. Big salute to the chat. Hopefully they let this joint ride, man. The downloads needed to be downloaded though. I ain't gonna lie, I couldn't hold this one. I was gonna try to go live tomorrow, but I couldn't hold it. I needed to get this out. I needed to get this off. I feel a lot better now. I feel a whole lot better. Big salute to the chat. The first George had the Gulf War, exactly. He had the Gulf War. I think he had the war in Desert Storm too. I think so. See, the thing about war, you know, the war is the only way that people with a lack of melanin, with the melanin deficiency, right? It's really the only way they know how to. It's so weird, bro. It's like they don't really know no other way to get the economy stimulated. Back in the day, right? You know, you would cause a problem, then you would get the American patriots to get behind you, and you would build workers' morale, and then you would have certain Americans building the tanks and making boats, and then you had the steel industry and the industrial revolution, and you had all of these different ways with, you know what I'm saying, Carnegie, what's his name, and all these dudes was making billions of dollars, right, off of the war and the industrial revolution and steel and all these different things, and it worked for a little while. But one thing I learned about white people, dog fur having people, right, is that they don't know how to update. If they get something that works, because they haven't been in power for that long, they don't. This power, if believe it or not, this power is still new to them. This feeling of being in control and being powerful and ruling the world and having control is really still new to them. They only been in existence for 6,000 years. Appreciate that 4-piece nugget, that 5-piece nugget. Most definitely, most definitely. They it's still new to them. So when they get something that works, right? When they get something and it works really well, they'll just do it for the rest of the time. I mean, and if you look at it, think about everything they brought to us, the school curriculums, right? And the industrial jails and prison systems, and even like the hospitals, everything that we are dealing with in this day of time, if you notice, is outdated. Everything is outdated. So they still think going to war and invading other countries and stealing oil and robbing and stealing and pillaging and racism, all these things they still believe works because it worked in the 50s. It worked in the 40s. It worked in the early 20s. It worked. But it's so outdated now that it really don't work. But they so blind to this shit, they just keep doing it. Oh, go to war. If we go to war, then we can have industrial revolution, and then we can steal the oil, and then we can do this and do that. You're like, what the fuck? We can rise the oil, and we can charge more for gasoline, and bro, we ain't even supposed to be. We are so advanced at this point. We ain't even supposed to be digging in the earth for no fucking oil, bro. We literally got a young man that can turn plastic into fossil fuels, gasoline, oil, whatever. We got a young man that can turn plastic into cleaner oil and cleaner gasoline that will burn cleaner. We no longer need to have oil rigs. We no longer need to be in the middle of the fucking ocean, drilling holes in the goddamn ocean, spilling oil in the ocean. We no longer need to do that. But it worked for them, so that it worked one time. So since it worked one time, they just keep on doing it. They just keep on doing it. Fuck it. It's going to have another oil spill. They'll be all right. The animals will figure it out. But we need to get oil. Yo, hold on. I saw some content the other day where they showed like 4 sperm whales washed up on the beach. It might have been in Australia somewhere out there, right? I'm talking 4 huge, fully grown sperm whales washed up at the beach at one time, right? And when they cut these sperm whales open, their stomachs were full of plastic. Their stomachs were full of plastic. That's how much plastic is in the ocean. That's how much litter and pollution is in the ocean. And instead of Julius Brown getting a government funding of $200 million to do whatever the fuck he want to do, we just hold on, guys. Let me get that. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Oh yeah, I done fucked up and showed me the wrong shit. They done fucked up in here. Yeah, they done showed me the wrong goddamn thing, boy. Yeah, hold on, guys. Let me handle it. Make sure we got this under control. These people, man. You see what I'm saying? That's the thing. That's why you gotta be very cautious on how we move with this. We gotta be very cautious on how we move with this. To be fully honest, it ain't even about comparing the two. The dog fur is corrupted. The dog fur has been compromised. The dog fur had a chance. They had a chance, which
The Most High already knew what they was going to do with their chance. That's why it's written in the Bible. That's how they can tell we are the chosen people. They already knew that this certain people was going to enslave another people and take them and take them to this place and they're going to do this and do that, and all of these different things was going to happen. But if the dog fur would have did right, I mean, imagine if they went against the prophecy. Imagine if they read that book and they understood that they were already demonized and they went against it. Imagine if they did that. Imagine where we might be. You feel me? It's nasty work. It's not, that's what I'm saying. Like, you can't even say which one is which. Really, I'm not even saying we supposed to be eliminating y'all, but we supposed to really be downsizing y'all's population. The ones that's really with it, we'll be able to see y'all. The ones that's really believe in the Bible, the ones that's really believe in the word, that really believe in the truth, we not looking for Christians. Because we already know what Christianity is. But it's certain dog fur having people that believe in the truth. It's a small portion of them. And if y'all could separate yourself from the evil, but everybody else really is, I'm not going to lie to you. Really, all of y'all, everybody got to go. Everybody got to go. Everybody. If that's what it takes, right, for us to be in a position where we could start cleaning the earth, letting the earth recycle and clean itself, start producing real food again, natural food again, you know, having clean water, clean air, not this metal-filled shit that y'all, the dog fur, been spraying in the fucking air. We breathing metals. That's why they allowed to have that dinner. That's why I can't even be mad at Trump. If you give up your authority, what you expect them to do? What you expect them to do? If you ain't willing to go to war, you know how much money. You know we done spent all this money. You know Grown Man Business TV done told y'all how we spent up that $93 billion. Y'all ain't shit. Y'all ain't gonna do nothing about it. And let us enjoy our crab legs in peace. They feel like they should be able to enjoy their adrenochrome in peace. There is no gray area. We are at a place where, bro, and it been like this. It's just getting more intense because we're getting closer and closer to the Jubilee. We're getting closer and closer to the end. But we supposed to, soon we started figuring out that those towers fell a certain way, we supposed to did something to them people. Bruh, soon as we started getting videos and we started really analyzing that video and understood that them big ass towers would have toppled over. Do you understand that? Do you understand that those towers with that much pressure coming off an airplane would have never fell straight down like that? Never. I used to work construction. You ever seen a building get like demolition? You ever seen a demolition? And it took some time, but once I remember when, you know, YouTube and certain things started coming out and we started seeing videos, oh shit. And then they had like this, you could hear the sounds and you could hear the explosions going on, boom, boom, boom. You could hear them shits, you know, boom, this shit dropping down. We supposed to start doing something to them. But if we allow them to keep going, then there it is. We literally don't, bro, we literally don't have to drink water out of bottles. I mean, out of plastic bottles. We literally could be making unlimited, pure, fresh water out the fucking thin air. So we already know we don't need the water. We got water that we could be going from the thin air. We already know Nikola Tesla was already on to the free electricity. We already know
that Julius Brown or whatever knows how to do. So all we got to do now is start cleaning up the earth and making barrels of gasoline and barrels of oil with all that motherfucking pollution. We done let these people go so crazy that it's space debris in the goddamn, all in the atmosphere. We got space trash circling the fucking earth. Trash in space. So, yeah, next, again, I see all these videos. Oh, Donald Trump, we need to get rid of Donald. Nah, I don't know. I think it might be all of y'all. Might be all of y'all. Yeah, you might got to go with Trump. You too, you motherfucker might got to go right along with Trump. You voted for him, right? I'm telling you. Y'all better be glad I ain't the president or I ain't got no kind of power. I'll pull your goddamn voting records up. Everybody. Everybody voting records will be online. Everybody. Yeah. Everybody, your name and your voting record will be on the online. And we'll go from there. I guarantee you, right? Half these people, oh, Donald Trump dominated it. They won't be talking like that. We put their voting record online. They ass to get real quiet. Oh, yeah, well, I voted for Donald Trump, but... Yeah, going in the pot. Put your ass in the pot. You, everybody with you. Everybody get your ass in the pot. We about to cut the stove on. Everybody get your ass. Yeah. We don't, ain't no exceptions. You voted for, get your ass in the pot. Yeah, let me see. Yeah, you too. Okay, you know, you can stay. Okay, you can stay. Everybody else. I'm just talking my shit now because they ain't messing with the channel. I got a chance to get this off. You feel me? Big salute to the chat. You already know how we giving it up, man. We approaching 61,000 subscribers. Yeah, man, it's on the way. Big salute to JP. He asked me about it earlier. The CD is on the way, man. I got a couple more sessions. I got those set up for the top of May, and I'm gonna get it done. But you know, the whole situation, like I said, man, the whole situation with what happened, right? Kind of threw me off a little bit, but it's coming though. The music is fire. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna love it, and it'll be available. Everything's being set up nice and neat. So, yeah, the music is on the way. It's gonna be fire. I'm gonna knock that shit out, man. I already got everything. I already got the cover art. I got everything lined up. It's just. And I'll be able to talk about that more. I can't wait to like post pictures to the community so y'all can know exactly what happened. It was like February, so it's going on like 3 months since that shit went down. And it's probably gonna take another month or two for me to really, I guess close everything out. But once everything closed out, you know what I'm saying, we'll definitely talk. It's gonna be, y'all gonna walk into a new chapter with me. You know what I'm saying? Things happen fast, man, and the things that you pray about, I guess pray, right? Or the things that you talk to the universe about. I'll say that, right? It's already yours. It's just how you gonna get it and how fast it's gonna come, but it's already yours. The things that you ask for are already yours. So certain things I've been asking for, and you never know how it's gonna. Appreciate that 10-piece nugget, Fly Gemini. I appreciate that. Let me see. Thanks for the likes. Can we get a few more, please? Yeah. Get them likes up. Y'all see Fly, get them likes up, man. But we gonna have a real in-depth talk. It's gonna be a fire live stream. And I'm gonna be able to open up about a few things. But just like that older lady said, you can't really talk about things until the ink is on the paper. You really can't expose certain things until it is solidified. You know what I'm saying? Because the majority of y'all in these live chats and the ones that engage with my channel, y'all rock with me wholeheartedly. You know what I'm saying? I can feel the energy, but I also know that it's people lingering in the background. It's people that sit through the whole chat. They'll sit through the whole live stream, 1, 2, 3 hour live stream, and they won't say a word. They won't make a move. They won't budge. You know what I mean? I know they there, but I can't see them. But y'all can see me. But I know they there. You know what I'm saying? And those is the ones that's waiting to hear your blessings. Just waiting to hear, you know, the inner workings of what you and the Most High talk about. And you could get up here and talk because it's a transfer of energy. So if you ain't paying attention, you'll start engaging with your people. I engage with y'all. I know how I feel to have to like pull yourself back, like hold up, tell yourself in your head, like, no, don't say that. Cause that ain't ready to be, don't. So this situation, you know what I'm saying, it will be it'll make sense. And with the music, when y'all get the music, you're gonna be able to hear it in the music because it's a few if it's a few skits that I got from it. It's a couple of songs that came out of it, and everything tied together perfectly. And then we're gonna walk into a new chapter, a whole new chapter. You know what I mean? And I think it's gonna be real dope. You know, I'm really excited about it because again, a lot of y'all was around when I got the big house. A lot of y'all was around when I was going viral with Young Dolph, and I was going viral with the Empire Death Row Records when I was doing videos in my car. A lot of y'all was around when I was doing videos in my car and I was going viral with them videos before I could even go live. You know what I'm saying? And you know, baby G&B being born, you know, getting CDL license, driving trucks. Like a lot of y'all been around for this whole journey, and it's still a journey. You know what I'm saying? And it's more to come. And on the way to 100 G's, things like this happen. You can't control it. It's the universe. You just make the best out of it. So the music is coming. I say all that to say the music is coming. It's fire. Y'all already heard a couple of tracks. Them joints is all. I did them shits like a month or two ago. Hey, a couple months ago. I got new shit. But it's all gonna be coincide. It's gonna be fluent, and y'all will have full access to it. Um, and yeah, man, you know, let's let my man, let's let my man let my man do the dance real quick. In salute of a new chapter that we gonna be going into. Let's let Cash talk to the people. Look, talk to the people. Cash down, talk. Yes, Cash Still. There you go. Look at that motherfucker. Look. You popping that motherfucker. Pop that motherfucker, man. Yeah, Cash Still. Pop that motherfucker, man. Yes. Look at this nigga, man. Jesus Christ. Pop that hoe. Watch how this motherfucker get to floating right here. Watch how he start floating. Woo. Look. Look how he floating on that motherfucker. Look how I get to float with that. Look at that. Hey, bro, that's some wild shit, man. Hey, bro, my body can't even move like that. You know what I'm saying? Like my ligaments and shit, like my leg, like he got to be on some Yola. That cocaine that got his ass loose in a goose. His motherfucking his joints and ligaments. Yeah, I couldn't even. I couldn't make that. I don't know how. My body don't even move like that. To be able to have your arms and this is who we got in control of the FBI in America. A motherfucking ferry. A ferry. He wanna lead it, he wanna pop it. Oh, he's a fairy. What? Oh, he's a fairy. What? He was a fairy. He wanna pop it, he wanna drop it, he wanna lock it, he wanna stock it. Yeah, that's what the head of the CIA and the FBI. You know, I don't know, man. I just feel like it's way worse things we could be like. You know, I'm not with it. I understand. Yo, the economy is trash. The economy always been trash for us. It always been trash. That's what y'all don't understand. Like y'all think. I mean, I don't know what y'all. The last time I heard the economy was good, Bill Clinton was in office. That's the last time I remember the OGs telling me, "Yeah, bro, there's money on the floor." I was too young to get the money then. I was in school. I was a youngster. But any time other than that, the economy was trash. Economy always been fucked up for us. Trump ain't no different. That's how I be trying to tell the people around me. They like, yo, you know Trump. I'm like, bro, it been like this. We was having these conversations with Joe Biden. We was having these conversations with Obama. We was having these conversations with every president because they don't run nothing. This is the United States of Israel. And it's going to be little to none when it come to times of us just having peace, harmony, being able to relax. Let me go a little deeper, right? I was talking about how everything is outdated, right? How white people, Israel, whatever, Jewish people, how the higher ups and the elites, whoever they are, right, have got stuck in a system that works for them, but is outdated. The Industrial Revolution is where a lot of this shit started. You know, 5-day work weeks, 40 hours a week, go in, maybe work a Saturday where you could get 50 hours, go to school, sit in these little square box-shaped classrooms with these desks. And they was training the youngsters to go work in warehouses and work in factories. The school system that we go through and we put our kids in was used back in the 40s and the 50s to get the kids ready to go work in factories so that those factories could produce whatever products we needed for war. For war. That's why the majority of the things that we use on a high level like that, a lot of them were meant for war, and then we converted it into the community. Something like a microwave. Black people, you know, a black person invented that, the microwave. But it was used for war. It was used out on the field for X, Y, and Z. And what they figured out is, oh, we can heat our food up with these radiation waves. And then they made it convenient for you to put it in your house. But what I'm saying is, that shit was 70, 80 years ago. That shit was 75, 65 years ago. And we still sending our kids to the same type of schools, the same bullshit, everything is outdated. The same goddamn cabinets, the same presidents, the same weirdos in disguise. Whole goddamn FBI detector or director dancing around like a fucking ballerina. Soon as this video came out, he's supposed to have been fired. Hey, you know, respectfully, we don't know what you got going on in your spare time, but that's not going to fit what we got going on. Yeah, you want to be a ballerina director? You can use us as a reference. Yeah. Put us on your references. If they call us, we'll give you a heads up. Yo, but I mean, I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. You can't be the FBI director with dancing. You shouldn't have never recorded it then. We done seen you already. We got to relieve you of your duties, man. We don't need you. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, we got to get rid of you. Everything is outdated. Everything. In the dog fur, that's, you know why you know why? You know why y'all think like that? Because y'all are only here to store our wealth. That's why y'all can't think out the box. That's why these motherfuckers is weirdos and drinking adrenochrome and trying to get young and trying to do this, and they need melanin and they need adrenochrome and they dancing like fairies and they popping pussy, because y'all are not meant to think out the box. Y'all are not meant. Y'all are only here to gather our wealth so we could distribute that shit properly. It wouldn't matter. Think about how much money they get every year in taxes, and they can't figure out how to stop school shootings. They can't figure out how to clean up the earth. They can't really figure out how to go to the next level. Everything is outdated. The airplanes we fly in, the subways we use, the cars we drive, the educational system, the government system, everything is outdated, and they can't even figure out. We could give them every fucking dollar. We give them trillions of dollars, and they can't figure out. They can't even figure out how to keep a fucking lone gunman out the building so they can enjoy the fruits of their labor. So they can enjoy their goddamn crab legs and lobster tails and champagne and scallops. They can't even figure out how to get in a position where they can drink their adrenochrome in peace. Motherfucker came. Listen to me. They got 800 armed security guards in that motherfucking building. Everybody got a gun. 800 motherfuckers with weapons in there. One man come in there with a gun and cause so much chaos, they got to reschedule this shit for another in the next 30 days. One goddamn person, one person. It's 1,300 armed security all around. They got people outside. They got people on the roof. They got people across the street. They got people all inside the goddamn lobby. In one person. That's how incompetent these people is with our money. You know what I'm saying? This is how incompetent these people is with our empire. You should be ashamed of yourself, but you can't even be ashamed of yourself because this is destined. This is written. This is biblical. Y'all are here to store. Y'all get to play with some of the money. Yeah, y'all get to play with some of the inheritance. Y'all fucking some of the money up. Y'all damaging the earth. Y'all really fucking up some shit, but you know what? It ain't gonna be enough. It ain't gonna be enough. Sun already tearing your ass up. Yeah. Sun tearing your ass up. You can't even come outside half the day. And then y'all hide and put on tuxedos and shit trying to get fresh. Y'all don't want us to come in there because we would have told you, man, you look like a goddamn goofy. Who y'all trying to be? A Harlem Night? You motherfucker dressed up like it's Harlem Nights or some shit. Man, get your motherfucking goofy ass out the way, man. That's why we won't in there. You ain't see too many black people. We'd have told you, man, where you got these motherfucking silly ass tuxedos on? This ain't no wedding. Oh, goof ass. Them motherfucking tuxedos were outdated like a motherfucker, man. Yeah, happy feet. Motherfucker look like some penguins in that motherfucker, man. Where y'all get these? How much money y'all done spent on these tuxedos, man? That's why they don't want us around. We would have came in that motherfucker with some new shit. You know what I mean? Fresh joint, you know what I mean? Whoop. Yeah, this that motherfucker. Yeah, you know what this is right here. Clean cut to a T. Fresh motherfucking waves and all that. Clean edge up. Nigga got he got the fresh motherfucking Michael Jordan baldy and all that. Melanin shining like a motherfucker. Got that melanin glowing like a motherfucker. They would have been mad. They didn't invite us. They didn't invite us to the goddamn penguin party. Everybody in that bitch look like some penguins and shit. You motherfucking weird ass. Come on, man. Y'all. It ain't. You can't even help it. Can't even help it, man. Oh, $15 million in crab legs. We're gonna party. You know, these guys like crab legs. 15 million in crab legs. Oh, those niggas like them niggas like what else they like? Lamb chops. $2.5 million in lamb chops. What else do those niggas? Yeah. Oh, $3.5 million in lobster tails and extra duck sauce. Extra goddamn lemon and duck sauce for the lobster tails. Yeah, we're gonna party tonight. We're gonna fucking party. Yes, get the what do we do? Don Perignon? Give me $5 million on Don Perignon. We're gonna get drunk tonight. Yes, bitch. Yeah. The Stanky Leg. We like that song, The Stanky Leg. And Boots on the Ground. Is that what it is? Or Boots on the Ground? We're gonna party tonight, bitch. Lone gunman got your ass at a press conference. Yeah, in a penguin tuxedo, looking like the goddamn penguin from Batman Returns and all that. Got your ass. Oh, I'm gonna show you. Got your ass up. Look at this shit. Look. Got your ass up there looking like the motherfucking penguin, nigga. Yeah, they fucked you up. I don't know where you get this big ass jacket from, Donald. Yeah, look at you. Look at you. Big ass goddamn shoulder pads in your jackets and all that. Look like the tuxedo I wore to prom and all. That look like a tuxedo I wore to prom with the loose with the big ass jacket and all that. You know what I'm saying? See what I'm saying, Donald? Got your ass in a Steve Harvey tuxedo, big ass jacket with the big ass shoulder pads and all that. You spent all that goddamn money just to look like Steve Harvey back in 1992, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Got your ass in a press conference. Yeah. Salute to that man and get your ass about that building. Make sure y'all ain't eat no crab legs tonight. Nobody ate crab legs tonight. Yeah, nobody drunk champagne. Had your ass up under the table. Where do I got the receipt? Had your ass up under the motherfucking table, crying like a baby, scared to death. People. I think I got a receipt. I'm gonna see if I got a receipt. Had your ass up under that goddamn table, scared to the motherfucker. Yeah. Salute to that man. All right. Yeah, man. Here you go, right here. Here you go. Yes, sir. I got your motherfucker. These motherfucker with ducking it. That yeah. Let me see. They play it. Look at this shit right here. I'm gonna show you. Look at this. White people. Snoop, I'm telling you, listen, I'm trying not to be mean to y'all. I'm just trying to be honest with y'all. It don't matter. It don't matter. All the riches in the world, y'all destined to hoard the money for us. That's why y'all can't get all this money and really capitalize off it. Y'all got all this access and y'all ain't figured out how to upgrade America. Y'all got America looking like a third world country compared to China, compared to these other countries. Y'all got us eating like a motherfucking fifth world country. We are in a position where we are literally eating poison. And y'all got all this money. Let's see what they had your ass doing out here in these goddamn. Let's see what they had your ass doing. Look! See what they had your ass doing. Now look at this right here. Look at all them motherfuckers in here about to eat and party and drink adrenochrome and all that. Dog fur everywhere. Look at all that motherfucking dog fur they had right here. Look at this. Look at this. Go ahead.
Tonight, with that breaking news from the nation's capital, a shocking security breach outside of one of Washington's most high-profile events. President Donald Trump and top U.S. officials evacuated from the annual White House Correspondents' Dinner after a shooting outside the ballroom earlier tonight. New video shows the alleged shooter charging through a security checkpoint and opening fire. This is the 10 o'clock news. I'm Ward Journalist. President Trump and other cabinet officials are okay, and the suspect now in custody has been identified as 31-year-old Cole Thomas Allen of Torrance, California. And as we come on the air tonight, investigators are still working to piece together exactly how the incident unfolded.
This was an event.
Look at this motherfucker. Look at this shit right here. Oh, yeah. They all got drops of adrenaline in these glasses right here. Whole bunch of goddamn horse tranquilizer. They was about to party tonight. Go ahead and talk. Let me see what you're talking about.
Dedicated to freedom of speech that was supposed to bring together members of both parties with members of the press.
A major security scare outside the high-profile White House Correspondents' Dinner Saturday night, forcing the evacuation of President Trump and top U.S. officials after a shooting outside the ballroom. Secret Service say the suspect was armed with multiple weapons and was quickly engaged by security as guests inside were moved to safety.
Go that dog for. Look at these people, man. Big salute to the chat. I mean, we about to get up out of here, man. Where we at? Let's see, we at 20K. Now we at 19 though. Shit, ain't nobody. Hey, boy, they been missing Trump, boy. Hey, boy, Trump. Hey, shit. I ain't gonna say I can't talk too crazy, but I think it's meant for Trump to finish out his term, man. And if they do something to Trump, make sure you got everything. If something happen to that man, it's gonna be some chaos. So if something happened to him, or if they act like something happened to him, just be prepared. You know what I'm saying? Be prepared. It could be staged. I wouldn't put it past him. But then you gotta ask yourself, why would they stage? What was the point of it? Put that in the chat for me. If you think it's staged, why? Right? The one in Pennsylvania, I feel like, he was trying to show some bravado. He threw up the Black Panther, the black sign. Oh, Black Power. They got the picture of him with his mug, with his ear off and all that. Epstein file distractions. I don't know. They got enough distractions for the Epstein files. When it comes to the Epstein files, let's go into that a little bit, right? One thing about the whole situation, right? It's all about momentum. It's all about what's going to happen, right? Within a certain time frame. And I can almost guarantee you that they already know that, they see that nobody did nothing. And not just nobody, but dog fur. They see that them same people didn't rush the Capitol. They didn't do this. They didn't do that. They set on that. They accepted that. Now, the rest of the Epstein files about the cannibalism, the food, the McDonald's, and how all that's in them files. They got everybody thinking about the sexual part of them Epstein files, but they've been doing that for a long time with them little kids. They was doing that in slavery. So it ain't really far-fetched that they was doing that. The one thing that's still far-fetched to the American people is how much human meat they recycle through these plants, through these meat plants, through fast food chains, through ground beef. You know what I mean? Like how much random meat and the majority of them bodies that they had over there in Epstein's, man, what you think they was doing with them bodies? Me personally, I think that's what they really trying to distract people from, that part. I think if people really found out just how much how much of that meat and where it go and where, like, you think, oh, I don't eat fast food, so I probably, nah, you know, ground beef. You know, you never had Taco Tuesdays at your house. You know what I mean? You never made spaghetti and all that with the ground beef in it, you know? That shit is, I think people, but as far as just like this shooting right here, the distractors from the Epstein files, what they distracting us from, we already know. Barbie grocery store line hit me. Yeah, man. I did some digging into that. That shit messed me up. I ain't gonna lie. I did some due diligence into that, and I was like, oof. And they don't hide it. I showed y'all receipts of them human body meat factories out there in Arizona. I showed y'all the receipts. Where they ran up in those meat warehouses and they was finding 2,000-3,000 bodies chopped up with heads over here and torsos over there and arms over here. Like, what you think they was selling all that shit? They can't sell all that shit. They can't sell all, you know, they might get some of the organs away, but what they gonna do with the rest of that? The torsos, and after they take the organs out the torso, what they doing with that? After they take your heart, they take your liver, right? They take your lungs. What they doing with the rest of that? After they take all your organs and then they chop your arms out and they put your legs over here and they put that over there, what you think they doing with that? Trooper 6'9", what it do, my G? See you in here, big wrenches. Oh, homie, I'm gonna add one more wrench to this joint, man. Just be needing. You know, you gotta build the team. You know what I'm saying? The more you grow, the more you build the team. Yeah, I meant to do that. I want to do that before. I get up out of here. Salute to the homie. See him if he's still in here. If he's still in here, he types something, we'll see it. But you know, I don't know, man. You know, I'll say this, right? You can't really put nothing past these people, man. So you could be right. Just as much as I could be right, you could be right. These people just so diabolical, man. You know what I mean? Oh, there's going to be a shooting and we're going to waste all these taxpayer dollars to have this party and then have a shooting and have the party again. We'll see, though. We'll see how it go. That's the beautiful thing about it. You know what I'm saying? It seemed like they're in the front and we're in the back. It seemed like we're the last and they're the first. But the Bible, you know what that thing say. You know what I mean? So it's like everything. Most of this shit is not what it seems. It's not what we think it is. It's not what they painting it out to be. And a lot of y'all think y'all in the last place. That's why y'all end up mentally being last. But if you understand that the last gonna become the first and the first gonna become the last, and you understand in due time, and it's inevitable, my G. I believe this shit. It's inevitable. Something to happen there, be wiped the fuck out. It'll be mansion. Yo, something gonna happen. Something gonna happen. And when it happens, all those big ass mansions on Star Island and all those $25 million mansions all around, niggas will literally be able to go find them motherfuckers and it'll be yours. Don't that sound far-fetched? It sounds far-fetched, right? But I'm telling you, it's gonna be that. It's gonna be that. Yeah, OG Kick, salute, my G. Yeah. Big salute, man. You know what I mean? I appreciate you. You know what I mean? Welcome to the motherfucking family, homie. Big wrenches. Big wrenches. Sometimes I go behind my wrenches just to see what y'all doing. And all my wrenches, one thing for sure, one thing I love about this, all my wrenches play ball how they supposed to play ball. A lot of you get too many wrenches and you get motherfuckers doing weird shit and it get choppy, but I don't have my wrenches shoot. I ain't gotta tell them, and they don't overshoot. They just know what to do. You know what I mean? Oh, salute the OG Kicks, man. But yeah, it's gonna be that prevalent. It's gonna be that. It's gonna be that, bro. It's gonna be that outrageous where it's gonna go down. biblically, and we nigga, go find, you know what I mean? You got your own spot, you got your own spot. You go woo woo woo, you go running down the street to one of them rich ass neighborhoods, you run around, you know, them shits that's hidden out, and you find that big ass motherfucking mansion, you go in there, that shit gonna be yours. The same way they came on American soil, found all these buildings and all this ancient shit, turned them into libraries and Supreme Courts and all of that. The same way they came over here and found all this extravagant shit and they just took it and moved into it and made it theirs and then made us believe it was theirs. It's going to be the same way. It's going to be the same way. And then because we are who we are, you think we not going to be able to reconnect and and cut back on the motherfucking power sources if we need electricity? You think we not going to be able to figure that out? It'll be a Julian Brown out there that say, yo, I know how to connect the internet. I know how to get the internet back going. It'll be another dude out there saying, yo, I know how to make these factories. Yo, I can cut these power plants back on. And we'll have everything running and we'll run this shit. Literally. And I know it sounds crazy. I know it sounds far-fetched. But trust what I'm telling you. When I tell you the meek will inherit the earth, that's what it mean. It mean like that. It mean like it's nothing they could do. It's nothing they could do to stop that. The whole question is, do you believe? Do you believe? You know what I'm saying? Do you believe enough to make it to that point? Because you already here. You got to know something, right? You got to think about, you could have been born in any time period. Us 80s babies, they knew who we was. We are the re-emergence. We are the reincarnated of the ancestors. I remember when I was young, hearing somebody say that and being like, well, I was young, super young, but they were saying like, the 80s babies was the last generation of X, Y, and Z. The 80s babies are the reincarnations of the ancestors. The 80s babies are the ones that's going to reap. And I remember hearing that shit when I was young, like some old head niggas saying that to me. And I understand it now. We are the ones that was born in the 80s, that were able to live through the 90s, that come up through the 2000s and be grown at the approach of the Jubilee. 80s babies and some 90s babies. Even some early 2000s. Be grown during the time of the wealth transfer. People born in the 70s, they still around, but they old. People born in the 60s, they dying out. People born in the 50s, they dying out. Because of all of the poison and all of the chaos that the dog fur brought. But I remember specifically hearing some old heads tell me back when I was super young that my generation is the generation. And now that I'm old enough and wise enough to see, I know that that's true. I know that that's true, homie. We the ones that's going to watch them go into 2030. We going to be the ones that see whatever happen. If it's going to be a new, what if motherfucker drop is it going to be a nuclear bomb? Motherfucker nuclear bomb. Motherfucker bomb go off, everything over. But it's still hundreds of thousands of big ass mansions all up and down the coast, all in out these states, these big ass architectural digest buildings that have been built that's now just sitting here. The same way our buildings was sitting here when them niggas came over here and got to warring with us and got to taking over shit. The World Fair buildings. Y'all remember the World Fairs? Those buildings. The only difference is we not about to dynamite these buildings. We not going to blow up all these mansions and all these big ass buildings trying to hide the truth, because the truth is it was always ours anyway. They came over here, they did the World Fair. They started burning and blowing up and dynamiting the buildings because they had no way to prove or explain how these buildings was even built. So in due time, they was going to have to explain these buildings. And they didn't even know how to build them. So they demolished them. They dynamited them. And they built on top of our shit.
So now it's going to be their turn, but we not going to blow up that $100 million mansion. We just going to move in. Yeah. We not going to blow up the mother. We going to move in that motherfucker. We going to get the moving they pictures out the way. This shit ours. Yeah. Big salute to the chat. Big salute to the chat. You know, if you see it, you can achieve it. You know, I believe this shit. This ain't no, I don't just be up here rapping and tapping, bro. The little bit of knowledge I do have of that book and the truth is so powerful to me. It actually, to a certain extent, helps me create the reality I'm in. When you really believe in certain shit and you apply it, you could change your own reality. The shit had changed right before your eyes. It ain't like hocus pocus though. It ain't like kaboom, right? It's like this'll happen, then that'll happen, then that'll happen. And then if you paying attention, the very thing you've been asking for will start. It'll be right there. If you paying attention. Big salute to the chat, man. Yeah, it is. It's deep. Spiritual is deep. It's not religious. It's absolutely a spiritual thing. It's absolutely a spiritual thing. Oh, the meek will inherit the earth. That shit go over a lot of people's head. It sound real cliche because people say it in songs. People rap about it. People just be throwing that shit around, right? But when you understand the book and what, like, when you get to really tapping into what that is, and you hear the first will become last and the last will become first, and you see it for real, then you understand how deep that is. But if you're just saying this shit, then it just sounds cliche. Oh, the first will become the last, and the last will become the first, and blah, blah, blah. But when you actually soul search and you do your due diligence, you will realize, like, them niggas came over here, seen them big ass buildings, bro. They didn't know what to think. All they know is them buildings was dead. Nobody was inhabiting them joints. And they had to think fast and figure out how to make this shit make sense. You know what I'm saying? Because it wasn't meant for them. It wasn't meant for them. But for us, it's meant for us. All this shit they building is they building it for us. That's what it say in the book. They are storing our wealth. Everything they building and they enjoying right now, they better fucking enjoy it. Yeah, it's better order $2 million worth of crab legs. Yeah, better go ahead and get it. You better eat. Yeah, you better eat. $15 million in steaks and donut holders and ice cream machines. Yeah, pizza parties and shit. You better get it in. Because when it's over, it's over. Not because I said so, because the Most High said so. When it's time for us to inherit this shit, it's all ours. I'm gonna keep the big house and I'm gonna make my way to one of them big ass mansions. Yeah, I'm gonna have it. Yeah, I got to have it. Go in your garage. What you got down here? God dang, 5 Porsches, couple Lamborghini. I'm gonna have all this shit. Yeah, I'm not gonna think twice. Take all your pictures down. Burn the motherfucker. Take all your pictures out. Put them in the goddamn fire, in the fire pit. Burn all your shit. Everything that got the dog fur on it, I'm gonna burn it up. And we gonna all start over. We gonna go outside, say, hey, what's going on? Hey man, I used to work at this motherfucking power plant. It's a power plant down there. That shit still work. It ain't destroyed. We gonna go in there and get everything. Okay, let's go get that right. Now we got power. Okay, hey yo, those towers, we gonna re-goddamn it. You know what I'm saying? Because them joints is, you know, we got that radiation. We gonna take those down and we gonna put this up. Nigga, in 2 years we had this shit jumping again. 24 months. Probably less than that. Less than that. That's how advanced we are. That's how smart we are. These motherfuckers, man, we had this shit jumping in 9 months. Everything back on. I'm talking internet, air. We be on Twitter and every goddamn thing. We trying to figure out who gonna own the Twitter now. You know, motherfucker just own Twitter. yeah, for real. Salute. Yeah, I don't smoke no weed, man.
I don't smoke no weed, man. But you know, I might get back. I think I'm about to get. That's a whole nother thing. I think they trying to give me a medical card. That's what they want, cause I ain't taking no pills. You know what I mean? I ain't with the pills. So they trying to get me a medical card. I said to myself, I get a medical card. I might do some gummies or something. Help me sleep at night. Y'all notice I be up mad late. I can't sleep. Yeah, but salute my G for sure. Yeah, I ain't really. It been a while since I've been able to like sleep, like a full night's of sleep. I sleep part of the night, then I sleep during the day, and my shit just been all off. Yeah, yeah. You know, it's nothing wrong with the bud, man. It just, we all, a lot of us, we've been smoking since we were young, man. I niggas started smoking at 16, 17 years old. Some people started smoking younger than that. I was a late bloomer. My mama was strict, so I really didn't get a chance to like. But I started smoking late, like 16, 17. But then we go from 16, 17 smoking all the way to the 30 to 35. You got to stop for five. I haven't smoked no weed in like 5 years. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it got to be medicine though. Smoking since I was 12. Yeah, exactly. It got to be medicine. If I, once I get back at it, I'm not going. It ain't gonna be. It's gonna be straight dispensary medicinal, the medical marijuana. I do like the gummies or something. But yeah, man, I be up, man. Y'all don't notice how late I be up doing these live streams sometime, man. Yeah, it ain't nothing really wrong with that. Even like with rolling up in blunts and all that, it ain't. The Fonto leaf. Get like a Fonto leaf. I ain't really with the backwoods and all that. I seen a video the other night of a dude taking the backwoods and like dissolving them and finding out what the chemical. Man, them the backwoods got all kind of wild. I wasn't dead. Hey, if you smoke backwoods, stop smoking them shits, bro. Get you a Fonto leaf. That shit was crazy. Like all the stuff that was on. Yo, that I was shocked, bro. No wonder nigga lips be black as hell. Your goddamn throat be hurting. You be spitting up all that brown shit. Yo, backwoods got crazy chemicals in them. Yeah, I'm an old head. I ain't in the joint. I ain't into no joints and I ain't into no bongs. I do I do a Fonto leaf. You know what I mean? Rip that little leaf. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, I ain't smoked in over 5 years, so that's not something I'm doing no time soon. All right, so listen, make sure y'all tap into the realest, man. The dispensaries have it set up like a McDonald's menu. Give me a Whopper. Yeah, man. Yo, the dispense. Yo, I want. It ain't even really me personally. I ain't gonna lie to you. If I'm gonna do the medical, I'm gonna just go straight to the cookie plate, like the cookie shit. I'm gonna go straight to where they sell the cookies at. You know what I'm saying? Cause see, it's a difference from the medical marijuana and like a regular dispensary, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Hold on. Like the medical marijuana is not a dispensary you where like it's not recreational. It's not one of them places where everybody could just go like they got in New York City or like in DC or like in these places where everybody, as long as you 21, you can go into the dispensary. They got all these fruity different flavors. That shit, I don't trust that weed. You know what I'm saying? But the 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 medical card, when you got that shit, you got to go to like a certain place where the shit got your name on it. They'll put your name. It's like a prescription. It'll be like grown man business CV, patient. Then it'll say the doctor name. Then it'll say cookies, blueberry banana. Then it'll say THC, 34%, CBD, 0.8%. That shit is like a prescription bottle. That's the shit I'm talking about. No, I ain't doing nothing more, nothing less. That if it ain't that, I ain't touching it. You know what I mean? I don't want no loud nose. I don't want no gumbo. If the shit ain't medical, I ain't touching it. Yeah, big salute to the chat though.
All right, guys. So, yeah, my shit just died again. You already know what time it is. It's your boy, Grown Man Business TV. You already know you can tap in, you can tap out, but you know my slogan, and you know what I suggest. And I suggest you tap in.